can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So the last few weeks I've taken off. That's my fault. I mean, I've been racing, but I haven't been making videos just because I've been sucking it up pretty good. But kind of come to realize that's probably not fair to you guys. Racing's not all rainbows. You're not going to win all the time. So going forward, I will be showing more videos of even when I'm sucking, just so you guys can follow the experience with me, because that's what you guys are here to watch. Whether you just want to hate on me or whether you're a supporter, you're here to watch how my racing goes. So that's my fault, but going forward I will be showing you guys all the good and the bad. So today's video was for this last weekend. We had just a normal points race. I think we had 12 cars. We had a pretty good number of cars. First round I got paired up with Carl in the green Mustang. So he was late on the tree and ran off his dial-in, which is usually unlike him, but I dumped the throttle early to make sure I didn't break out. So I go up for second round and get Brad Talbert. Yes, Brad Talbert in the brown wagon, but he was not in the brown wagon. He broke the wagon's first round of pro, so he didn't get to race the wagon for the rest of the day, but they did let him race his truck that he pulled the car with. So he comes up there, he had no idea what was going to run, and it was basically just a buy run, but I didn't process that, so we went up there and I was just going to race like normal. So if I had been smart, I would have ran all the way to the 594 mark and then hit the brakes to make sure I didn't break out. But that way I at least had data points all the way up until that point. I didn't. I passed him at half track and I whacked it the rest of the way. And then when I got back to the pits, I was like, oh, you dumbass. Like, should have taken the the time to get all the data points to use for, what the dial-in was going to be for the next round. But live and learn. Definitely have to keep that in mind next time I have some scenario like that happen. So third round we go up, and I get Carl again because he bought back in. So we went up there for third round. So that time Carl went red, so that was an automatic win to me. I ran it out the full way just so I could get a full pass in, so I knew what the dial-in was doing throughout the day. So we went up for fourth round, and I got a blue dart that I've never seen there before. Some younger kid was driving it, seemed like a nice guy. So we went up for fourth round. So that kid actually nailed the tree. I mean, almost perfect. I had a good reaction time, but it wasn't that good. I mean, he nailed the tree, but when we got down in the end, I was a lot closer to my dial-in than he was, so I just whacked it once or twice to make sure I wasn't going to break out, and then moved on. Went up for the final against Chris Walker, who's got a teal first-gen Camaro. You guys won't get to see it in the video because he stuck me in the left lane, but I hadn't been in the left lane all day, didn't think about it. I always goes a little bit slower in the left lane. But we got up there and he automatically was just like, yep, I'm taking right lane. And we usually coin flip for lane, but didn't want to argue, didn't want to deal with it. So went up there for the final and raced him. So I forgot that after racing the Dart, I ended up getting the bye. So this will be the bye run, and then the finals will be after. So like I said, you guys couldn't see it, but what ended up happening was we're about even on the tree, and we're going down the track, and he catches me and starts pacing me. And as soon as he did that, I was like, well, crap. So I held it on the floor just to see if I could get him to break out. He did not. And I was 200ths off the dial-in. If I'd been in the right lane, I probably would have been dead on. But like I said, I didn't think about it when we were in the staging lanes to switch the dial-in because I was getting put in the left lane. So that's my fault as the driver. But yeah, overall good weekend. Made it to the finals, which I haven't done in a while. Last time I was in the finals, I won the whole thing. So live and learn. Racing guys that have that much experience, especially losing to the guy that's number one in points, I can't be disappointed about that. So last week, I lost fuel pressure. Brought it home and started taking it apart, and I went ahead and switched over to a electric fuel pump, hoping to just be done with the mechanicals. I've killed 3 of them now, and I had a big Carter unit on it. I mean, I had a good mechanical fuel pump on it. So switched over to electric, and this past weekend, I mean, I had a couple, not gimmies, but I had a couple passes where it was pretty easy wins, but looking at my dial-in throughout the day, the car was being a lot more consistent, which is what I've been fighting all year. So hopefully what I've been fighting was just the fuel pump slowly going out, and I just didn't catch it in time. It's hard to tell that when you don't have any sort of data logging or anything. If you just, the AFR gauge wasn't seeing it fast enough, because it was happening right at the finish line when it was starting to die. So hopefully that's fixed, but we'll see how the next couple weeks go. We have this weekend off, but then the next weekend we race again, and I believe it's a 2-day race. So stay tuned for that, and go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe button. If you hate me, then watch me to fail, and if you want to support me, then watch me to see how the rest of the season goes. But I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I apologize for hiding some of the bad things from you, but going forward, I'll show that to you guys too, so you can understand what racing's all about. Most of you guys are probably racers yourselves, you probably understand it, but there's quite a few people that see, there's some guys on YouTube that only show the good stuff, and I don't want to be one of those guys, but gives people a false feeling about how racing goes. Not everybody wins all the time, and even the guys that do pretty well, they still struggle at times, so it's good to show you guys that. Right now I'm sitting 1 point behind 5th in points. I think we're up to 47 cars in the class now. So, yeah, sitting just under 5th, hoping to get back in the top 5 where I was more towards the beginning of the season. And we got a couple weekends left before they decide who goes to division finals, but right now I'm sitting pretty good. So I just need to hold on or move up a little bit more, but one way or the other, we're going to get there. So I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time.
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat.